This video is going to be on decals, the various different types and how to put them on, because they're all basically water slide, therefore they're put on, for the most part, the same exact way. So these are sepia, and this is one I bought, but this is a custom one, and it's water slide. I'm not going to go into too much detail about those. This is actually a custom color. Now these are fused on between 1200 and 1400 degrees. This is only baked on in an oven, so this will scratch, which is why it's a magnet. Okay, so those are custom. So these are from Glass Patterns, and this is a color. Notice how it's on white. That's because Glass Pattern colors, they're really only good if it's on a light background. They also do the 22 karat gold. I love this. It's kanji, and I like the gold. And this is one of their black ones, and you can see that I did a really good job on this because it's nice and shiny. If they're dark or dull, they probably kind of messed it up. This one's shiny as well. This is one of their white ones. Now these are some of my favorites. These are AAE glass. Now the greatest thing about them is they're silk printed. These are screen printed. These are digitally printed. These, I don't know if you can tell, but they're literally raised. I mean, it's just really stunning. And this is Green Adventuring, which is another one of my favorites. And this is one of AE's color ones. And again, literally, when you're running your hand across it, it's raised. You can feel it. And you can also make little scenic. So I took one of their lighthouses and then their little shark, and notice it's black and white, so you can actually build a little scene. The other thing I love about the AEE glass is they're so strong. This is a black one, but it's so strong. This is actually textured, and it still looks just as good as on a flat piece, okay, or a smooth piece. Now this is an AEE glass, but it's a low fire as well, and they're pretty good. Now, when you see something like this, you think, oh, that's a decal. Nope, that's hand etched into the diacrylic glass. This is cream etched. This is cream etched. Now this looks like it's cream etched or whatever, but it's actually just diacrylic glass, and I layered it so you can see different layers. Again, cream etched. When you see something like that, you think, oh, decal. Nope, that's a Millefore or Marine. I actually have a blog about what the difference is. And this is actually raised, and it's just a little piece of glass put on there, and that's a poker guard. So the other two is also through Glass Patterns, but this one is gold and white. And what I love about this one is it looks good on light color, and it looks good on dark color. It's just the gold and the white is just stunning. This is ceramic. Now the great thing about ceramic is they have a great, huge variety, but again, they need to be on relatively a light background. This is a black and white ceramic, and this is a color one, but they still have to be on a black and white or white background. Okay, this is AE glass, their color. This is their black and white. And you just, so basically, this is what it looked like, and this is what it looks like on. You can see that it just shows up. It's very, it can go on white, it can go on black, it doesn't matter. It's that great. And some of their black ones. And then these are some of Glass Pattern artwork. They have the black, they have the white, they have ones where you can literally use a hole punch to punch them out. And then here's some of their colors. This is what the gold looked like. But basically this is a diacrylic slide. You can literally punch a hole in it, as you can see that I did, and then put it on there, and you bake. You put it in the oven, the kiln, just like a water slide, just a different temperature. These are some of the ceramic ones, because they're from like a ceramic store, they come in a lot more. And this is what the sepia looks like before it's fired. I forgot about those. They look black and white, but when you fire them, they're actually the sepia tone, which that's my little girl, and I love her. And it's a good way to make custom ones. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to do it. You get distilled water, because our tap water has all kinds of chemicals in it that we drink every day, but lo and behold, I don't want them on my decals because it can mess it up. Now, most decals come with like a little coating, so you want to take that off, and then you just put it in the water. And you want to make sure that your glass is cleaned. I've already cleaned this one. But notice how this is a ceramic one, so I'm putting it on white, but this is going to be a nice little, either a pendant or a ornament. And you just let it set in there. Now the one thing about AEE glass is, the AEE glass ones, is they will stretch a little bit. They'll do, they're pretty sturdy. The other ones, the digitally printed ones, are not as strong, so you have to be careful when putting them on. Okay. I'm not sure if I told you, but you have to make sure you trim it as close as possible, because, and then you just keep picking it up until it starts coming off. The other thing is the water can be, I use room temperature. I used to use warm, but I use room temperature and haven't had any problems with it. Okay, so I've got it on there, but the one thing you have to do is make sure that there is no water under there. This is for any decal, because if there's water under there, it will have little pinpricks, and it's not very good. If it's, you know, if it's overfired, if it's dull, or if it just is not very shiny, and it's underfired, if it just comes right off. And that's what I was saying in the blog, that you want to make sure that you oh man, that's going to be awesome. Look at that. I don't know if you'll see this on my site, because that's just too cute. So once you get all the water off, okay, gently, you're going to let it set for like 24 hours and then put it in the kiln. Make sure you follow the firing schedule, because each of the decals, no matter what they are, they all have different ones. With AEE glass, follow her decals firing schedule to the T. I've never had a problem with it. As far as these, you want to kind of test them. Same with the sepia, test them, because they're not as easy. The other thing, notice how I've got different ones ready. The decal is the last thing you do, okay? Whether it's a plain piece, even though this has iridized underneath, or you're going to make a scene, it's the last thing you do. So you can see that I've already made sure that these are ready for the decals, because the decal is the last thing you put on. Okay, I think that's it, and I will put that baby in the kiln